Hi everyone. In our previous session, we have introduced how GlideQuery is better than GlideRecord. So in this session, we'll know in detail and go through a process to better understand how GlideQuery helps us to process the system, process the data better and faster than GlideRecord. Okay, first we'll navigate to incident table. We'll take incident table as an example here. So let's open incident table and we'll return some values using background scripts and GlideRecord. Here we'll apply a filter first. So we'll filter some records which are active true. So I'm applying active true filter here and we'll return the state and the number of that particular instance. Okay. So we need to navigate to background scripts first. Here we'll write GlideRecord to incident table. Then we'll compare with GlideQuery. So GlideRecord of incident. Then we have to write gr.add query of active incidents. We'll add this. Then gr.query. Here we are using while to return all the possible records which are active true. So for that we have to write while gr.next, and here we can print any data which will return the active instance, and here you can see we are printing gs.print of. First we'll print any number. What are the numbers of incidents which are active true? So when we run it, we'll get all the incidents which are active true. Then we'll do one thing. I'll print a message showing the number and state of that particular incident. Okay, for that we'll write incident incident. Here it will come the number, and here we'll print the state is gr.state. Okay, so when we print this, actually we'll get this way incident number as well as the state of that particular incident. Okay, but when we print the whole gr object which contains the field values of the every particular record which is fetched from above script, we'll see how it will print gs.print of json.stringify of gr. Okay, now what will happen is this gr object, whatever the data is processed in the gr object using above queries, will print the data available in the gr object. Okay, when I print this, as you can see, the incident this and the state is this, but it is processing all the unwanted data which is containing that particular object. We are trying to print only the number and state of that particular incident. But what happening is when we print the data available in the gr object, it is printing the whole incident's data, which is every field, every particular field available in that particular incident. Okay, when you see the XML of this incident, the everything, any data available in that incident will be captured in this GR when we use GlideRecord. Okay, now we'll take GlideQuery and check the same how it will work. Okay, for that we have to write new GlideQuery of the table incident, and instead of add query we are using here dot where of the same query which we have used in the GlideRecord. So we can copy paste it here. Then as we are printing the numbers and state of the incidents, we'll use the select option. It will select only the particular fields which we are feeding here. So first one is number and the second one is state. Now what happens is GlideQuery runs and return only the number value and the state value. So no unwanted data will be processed which will simultaneously help us to improve the system performance. Okay, so here we have to write select so that it will select only these particular fields data and returns in the end result. Okay, now we have to write a while here. We have used while in the GlideRecord. In GlideQuery, we use for each of function, and we have to use any object here. So I'm using object as gr. Now we need to close this way. Okay, now what happens is we'll print the same info message like incident number and state, and we'll check how it is written in the values. When we try to run this, as you can see, the end result is same. If you are not printing this JSON of stringify, the results will be same in the both the GlideRecord and GlideQuery. As you can see, incident number and state in GlideRecord, and the result is same as well in the GlideQuery. But when you try to print the JR object, whatever the data is there in this, okay, so just select the same line here as well as here. When you try to print this, it is returning all the data available on the particular records. Okay, as you can see, this much data is processing while you are trying to return only number and state. Whereas in GlideQuery, when you try to execute the same code, here you can see only the number and the state and sysid of the record as it is needed. So only these values will be returned. Okay, so the processing time and the values returning will be very much low, which will be helps you to improve system performance. So when compared to GlideRecord, GlideQuery helps us to reduce the processing time and helps us improve the system performance. Okay, so this way you can use GlideQuery in multiple scenarios, and in our upcoming sessions we'll discuss more scenarios and how to use GlideQuery and make help of it in any scenarios. Okay, thank you.